The documentary film Dark Money, playing in several Montana theaters this week, focuses primarily on Montana political figures who want to shed more light on campaign spending. But it doesn't talk much to those who believe that scrutiny is not always warranted. MTN's Mike Dennison spoke with one of these groups and files this report.
The film Dark Money takes aim at groups that promote political causes, but don't divulge details on where they get their money. One of these groups is the Montana chapter of Americans for Prosperity, which is featured prominently in portions of the film. AFP Montana Director David Herbst says the group has a policy of not divulging its donors, who it believes are entitled to their privacy. AFP is a conservative group that promotes free market policies and issues. The group has ties to Koch Industries. The company is operated by David and Charles Koch, who've spent millions promoting conservative causes. Herbst says AFP Montana often communicates with voters about issues, and when it does, is not trying to influence elections. He says its donors, or anyone else, should be able to spend money on this communication without fear of economic or political retaliation if they were publicly known. But under Montana's 2015 disclosure law, AFP would have to identify its donors and spending if its communications mention a political figure in Montana within 60 days of an election or distribution of ballots. Herbst says the law has prevented AFP Montana from educating the public in that time period, thus restricting its free speech. But the chief sponsor of the law, Republican State Representative Frank Garner of Kalispell, says AFP's arguments against disclosure don't hold water. He told MTN News Monday if candidates and their campaign donors are disclosed and open to criticism, then the same principle should apply to donors to groups influencing elections. And he says AFP and groups like it are clearly trying to influence elections. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Montana's disclosure law does not apply to candidates running for federal office in Montana, such as U.S. House or U.S. Senate.